Hey, welcome back to my channel. I am Haley B, and if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe below for a new video every Wednesday. Today I am talking about how I prepped my hair for PRP injections, how I maintained my hair and healthy scalp during it, and now what I'm doing now that the treatments are all finished. If you haven't already watched my previous video, I go over how I got platelet-rich plasma injections for my hair loss and what caused my hair to fall out. So make sure you check out that video first, and now let's get into it. So before getting my PRP injections, I knew that I needed to make sure that my body was as healthy as possible. So the first thing that my doctor who did the injections suggested is that I get my COVID vaccine at least 1 month before my injections. So I did that. That way my immune system would be the best it can possibly be. Then I started taking 2 one-a-day kids vitamins, and surprisingly my doctor said that he sees the most results from people who take these vitamins. The kids vitamins, for whatever reason, are better than the adults. So I got these cool little Trolls gummies, and I take 2 a day. And then I'm also just continuing the other vitamins that I have been taking. I also take one thing of zinc a day, and I also take 1 folic acid. I take zinc just to help with like my skin and hair, but I have really noticed that it has made my nails rock hard. So that is the biggest benefit I've seen from the zinc, but I continue to take it. I also have continued to take a drink now that I have been drinking for years, and it is a green drink, and I'm currently out of the brand I normally use, but I'll make sure that I link everything in a blog post for you guys. But I've been drinking this brand, Ghost, in the meantime, but I do like the BPN brand that I link better. But I drink this green drink every single night, and I have been now for years, and I have seen such an improvement in not just my hair health but also my digestive system. It has helped tremendously. And then within the last probably 8 months I started introducing collagen, and I like to use this collagen because it comes with probiotics in it, so I don't have to worry about taking that pill. And I mix that up every night, and I hold my nose and I down it because it is disgusting, but it is so healthy for me. I also sleep with this big silk pillowcase every night. So I bought this silk pillowcase from Slip, and I have been using that I think maybe about a year now, and I have seen a difference in my hair breakage, especially on this side, because for whatever reason this side of my head is thinner than this side. So I've been sleeping with a silk pillowcase to protect my hair at night. And then I also use a microfiber towel to put my hair up and to get the excess water out every time I get out of the shower. I also, during this time, just continued my normal workout schedule to keep my body and immune system up. I started transitioning into a more organic diet with some better fruits and vegetables in my diet. My friend Shelby thinks it's hilarious because I was telling her about my organic lifestyle while shoving Chick-fil-A in my mouth, but you know, that's the Lord's food, and we all have our things that, you know, we have to have, and mine is Chick-fil-A, so that's fine. I also had to start making sure that I was eating 75 to 100 grams of protein a day. This is something that the doctor really didn't recommend I do until I started the treatment, but I thought I might as well go ahead and start so the protein is in me. And I really don't like to eat meat. It kind of freaks me out, so I don't eat it that often. But I love these protein bars. I eat at least 1 a day, and they are vegan, and they're made with sunflower seed butter and chocolate chips, and this is the best protein bar I have ever had. I've tried a ton of different protein bars that my husband has bought, and they all taste horrible and taste like protein powder, and that does not. And another thing that I really love is this plant-based almond protein powder, and again, it does not taste like protein powder at all, and I put this in with some oatmeal. So those are some different ways that I get my protein in, because it is really difficult, because before I was eating like 30 grams of protein a day. I also started making sure that all of the products I was putting on my head were clean. No sulfates, no parabens. There are a few different brands that I've tried that I'll make sure I put links to as well. And I just made sure that I was, you know, keeping my scalp healthy and clean as possible. And during the process of getting PRP, again, it was so important that I keep my scalp healthy and clean. So I did that by once a week using the scalp detox. As you can tell, I still have so much left because a little goes a long way. And then I would just use this jade tool to go through my scalp and make sure I had good blood circulation during the time, because I wanted to make sure that my scalp was clean enough to have any new hairs come through, and I didn't want it to get clogged. So because of this, I stopped using all dry shampoos and hairsprays because I don't want anything to get on there and make my scalp dirty and clogged. I washed my hair when it needed it, and I still do this because I don't want anything, I don't want the oil to get built up and then my scalp just not be healthy enough to have the new hairs come through. So in addition still to doing everything I was doing, I'm now adding these new things in. I also made sure I was doing weekly hair masks because I want to keep the hair that I do have super healthy. I also did not bleach or dye my hair this entire time that I was getting it done. It wasn't until recently that I got a little bit of blonde put through, but never directly touching my scalp. But yeah, during the 3 months that I got the PRP, I didn't have anything done to my hair. I didn't even get it cut until it was done, and then I cut off a dramatic amount to just give everything a fresh new start. I also made sure that I was eating tons of superfoods and keeping up my protein levels. And another thing I did is I did not drink hardly any alcohol at all during this process. I maybe had a couple glasses of wine the entire 3 months of doing PRP injections because, again, you just want to keep yourself really healthy, and it's not advised that you drink during it. And now that my PRP injections are done, at least for 1 year, I am continuing to take care of my hair by doing everything I've already mentioned and then a few other things. I am making sure that I put a lightweight oil on my ends because, again, I want to keep the hair that I have nice and healthy, so when this grows out, can all be one length, super thick, healthy hair. I am only straightening and curling my hair 1 or 2 times a week and trying to use the blow dryer on a low setting. A lot of people would probably recommend you air dry your hair, but my hair does not look good at all air dried, so I do use a low setting. I try to make sure all of my straightening and curling irons are below 340 degrees because I do have fine hair. I don't need to have it higher than that. I'm not baking cookies. And I make sure that I just brush my hair morning and night to keep it tangled free. Because, again, I just need to make sure that what I have is staying healthy so the new hair can grow in and it can all match. And so I'm, again, so thrilled that I had the PRP injections, and I totally recommend them if you are thinking about getting them. And if you are, I highly suggest that you follow some of the tips that I have just outlined on how to prep and prepare for the injections so that way you can have the most success as possible. I would say the number one thing out of everything I just said, the biggest takeaway that you should know about this is that you have to have a high protein diet for this to work because your body needs the protein to grow the new hairs. So that is my biggest piece of advice. My next thing I would say is the most important takeaway is just taking care of the hair you have, so when it grows in, it can all be super healthy together with the silk pillowcases, the microfiber towels, the green drinks, the oils, the shampoos. And I will also be putting all of this in a blog post so that way you can go back through and click on the links and purchase anything that you need to get your hair and scalp prepared. I hope you've enjoyed all of my hair content so far, and I'll be sure to do pretty often updates on my PRP to let you guys know how it's growing in and what results I am seeing. I'll see you next Wednesday for a new video.